So, good morning to each and everyone. I am Princess Lujim Zara, and today we will discuss about Lesson 26, Job Employment. So, overview. So, these lessons explore the opportunities for Filipino special education teachers seeking employment in the United States or in the United States. So, we will also examine the high demand for this teacher in the U.S., focusing on states with the best salary and benefit packages. So, our learning outcomes. So, at the end of this lesson, you are expected to discuss the concept of employment abroad, identify different occupational employment, and create a drawing about showcasing a job and life in other country. So, in United States, there is a high demand for special education teachers and that the need in every state is filled out depending on the salary and benefit offered to the applicants. So in United States is meron silang high demand for there is a high demand for special education teacher, which is special education teachers or SET, and yung mga needs ng every state, yung needs of the every state is na-filled out yan siya, depending pa rin doon sa kung ano yung requirements na kung ano yung requirements in every state, and also yung salary and benefit offered to the applicants. So, in the study conducted by Payton, the U.S. has allowed special education teachers or SET to undergo a state-level certification in order to get any teaching position in the different grade level. So, according to Payton, the U.S. has allowed special education teacher. So, in order for the applicants or the SET teachers to be qualified, is kailangan nilang mag-undergo sa state-level certifications. So, ano nga ba ang state-level certification? So, isa ito siyang certification, isa ito siyang way para makita kung yung teacher ba is qualified ba siya sa position na hinahanap ng isang state. So this requires yung mga bachelor's degree, yung mga bachelor's degree and other experiences or training or assessment or test. So, ginagawa yan siya para ma-ensure na yung teacher is qualified talaga siya doon sa position na hinahanap ng state. So, kapag hindi ka qualified, of course, hindi ka makukuha. So, this is, so, kailangan talaga is if we are going to apply for a certain job, for instance, as a special education teacher, is we really have to ensure na qualified tayo sa kung ano yung hinahanap ng state. This requires state level certification require doon sa nakita ko is required yung mga training, examinations, yung mga bachelor degree. So this is to ensure na pasok ka talaga doon sa hinahanap nilang applicants. So the high demand for SET has attracted many Filipino teachers that made the Department of Education become one of the top suppliers of teaching force in the foreign land. So because of the high demand for the SET teachers in other country is mas naging attract yung mga Filipino teachers na mag-work sa ibang bansa. So, Department of Education has become a top supplier for suppliers of teaching force sa foreign land because siguro dahil na rin ito sa high payment, no? So, this is because of the high payment. Mas marami yung mga teacher na gustong mag-work sa ibang bansa kasi yung payment nila is mas high compared dito sa Pilipinas. So, for instance, sa Nevada. So, one of the states of USA has accommodated several special education teachers from Philippines. So, yung salary na ino-offer ino-offer nila is nagre-reach siya around 2.1 million pesos annually. So annually. So sobrang taas na nung salary na ino-offer nila. So this attracted many Filipinos na rin to work in other countries kasi mas high yung salary compared dito sa Pilipinas. So we have minimum requirements to be a special education teacher in US. So of course, it's sinabi ko, bachelor degree, at least 3 years teaching experience as PED teacher is a great advantage. So if you are going to teach, or if you are going to apply, or if you are planning to apply or teach in other countries, is my teaching experience ka dito as a SPED teacher. So this is a great advantage, if you are going to apply, or if you are going to apply sa other countries to teach. So the applicant must have a very good background about individuals with disabilities educational act idea. So applicant must have a very good background about individuals with disabilities education act idea. So as we know, yung idea is idea is isa ito siyang act from other country, which is yung US. So if you since pina-practice siya dito sa Pilipinas, is dapat is yung SPED teachers na mag-a-apply from other country, specifically in US, is my good background siya about sa idea law. So moving on, once hired, ano yung dapat mong gawin? So of course, you are going to adjust sa school environment, the work hours, yung mga students, and of course the teachers around you. So this is very important, no? Na once you are hired, is you are going to familiarize or adjust sa school na pagtuturuan mo. So we have two-way hiring process. So meron tayong direct hiring and through an agency. Tayong two-way hiring process. So first is we have direct hiring. So ang direct hiring is ito yung teachers na pumupunta sa ibang bansa para maghanap ng schools na naghahanap ng SPED teachers. So this require na yung teacher is pupunta siya sa ibang bansa, and then siya mismo yung maghahanap or mag-i-inquire doon sa school. So by this is nakaka-save yung isang applicants na sa mga bayarin sa agency. So sa mga agencies. So kapag meron din mga benefit kapag direct hiring, kasi kapag direct hiring yung ginawa mo is of course bago ka talaga pupunta sa ibang bansa is i-make sure mo muna kung yung lugar ba na yon is yung lugar ba na yon or country na ba yon is naghahanap ba siya ng if yung lugar ba na yon is naghahanap ba yan siya ng SPED teachers, kung ano ba yung klaseng SPED teachers yung hinahanap nila. And then in this way is malalaman mo pa yung mga cultural or yung mga background or kung ano mismo yung school na papasukan mo. So this is very maganda rin yung direct hiring, kasi alam mo kung ano yung mga possibilities na kukunin kasi malalaman mo kung ano yung mga possibilities na kukunin nila sa isang teachers, malalaman mo yung background ng isang place na yon, yung school na yon, and many more. So kapag direct hiring, meaning ikaw mismo yung pupunta sa ikaw mismo yung mag-i-inquire sa school na yon, mag-i-inquire or mag-inquire o pupunta sa isang school, sa isang school para mag-apply. So, number 2 naman is through an agency. So ito naman is through agencies yan, through agency yan sila. Kumbaga, yung school is naghahanap siya ng applicants, mga applicants na specifically yung mga special education teachers, and then yung agency naman na yon is naghahanap naman sila ng mga SPED teachers sa Pilipinas, and then sila yung accommodate sa mga teachers, including kung saan sila pupunta na lugar. And this process is yung mga proseso na hinahanap ng yung mga proseso na kakailanganin ng mga SPED teachers SPED teacher na pupunta sa ibang bansa is yung mga agency yung nag-aasikaso niyan. So, yung mga agency yung nag-aasikaso niyan. Okay, so let's look at the occupational employment statistics. So we have first is we have the highest employment. So yung titingnan lang natin dito is yung mga state na may higher employment level sila in occupation of special education teacher. So meron tayong Florida. So yung employment nila is sobrang dami kasi merong 11,310 na employment. 310 na employment, and then yung employment per 1,000 jobs nila is 1.34, which means na compared sa dami ng trabaho doon, pwede ka pa rin makahanap ng trabaho sa lugar na yon at mag-work. So yung annual mean wage nila, annual mean wage na nakukuha or salary nila sa isang taon is $50,290 US dollar. So sa Virginia, meron tayong 2,140. Sa New Jersey naman is 2,090. California naman is 2,030. And sa Michigan naman is meron tayong 1,600. So sa Florida, mas marami yung bilang ng employment or yung mga nagtatrabaho mismo yung mga nagtatrabaho sa lugar ng Florida. So sa state naman with highest concentration of jobs and location quotient in special teacher education. So sa states with higher concentration naman of jobs and location, kumbaga kung saan yung mas marami yung mga nagtatrabaho, sa employment per job naman is meron tayong 1.40. And then sa location quotient naman natin is 5.26. This means na in that area or in the area of Rhode Island is mas marami yung mga set teacher ang nagtatrabaho doon mismo sa Rhode Island. Doon mismo sa lugar na yon, specifically in Rhode Island. So mas marami yung mga SPED teachers na nagtatrabaho sa Rhode Island. So let's proceed naman sa metropolitan areas with highest employment level in special education teachers. So sa metropolitan areas, tinatawag ito siyang metropolitan areas or central city ng isang bansa, which is sa Philippines is meron tayong tatlo, which is mention ko lang yung isa is yung Metro Manila. And then sa United States naman, so this is our so let's focus on the United States. So ang metropolitan areas ng United States is yung New York. So Metropolitan areas, yan sila. So, that is metropolitan area. So, kung makikita natin dito, we have Washington, Arlington, Alexandria, Metropolitan Division is yung employment nila is higher, mas higher sila sa so they are higher in employment. So proceeding in other table is sa metropolitan area, which is sa Tamuas, St. Petersburg, Clearwater is meron tayong employment ng 1,000 which is yung higher yung employment, which is mas higher yung employment nila compared sa other metropolitan areas. So mas higher din yung annual mean wage nila. So isang taon is nakakakuha sila or annual mean wage nila or salary nila is so yung yung metropolitan area, yung na mas higher yung employment nila in terms of the occupation. In terms of the occupation of a set or special education teacher is mas higher sila compared to other metropolitan areas, which is yung Los Angeles, Cape Coral Ford. So mas higher yung employment ng higher din kumpara sa ibang metropolitan areas. So meron tayong mga 5 benefits of working in special education. So, I think familiar naman tayo kung ano yung mga benefits ng kung ano yung mga benefits of working in special education. So first is we have the students. So special education teachers they also need a good teacher. So not only na yung mga students lang with na walang learning disabilities yung kailangan ng mga good teacher, but also yung student na may mga disability. So this is because a good teacher a good teacher and an experienced teacher is mas nagigib nila or mas nabibigay nila sa mga estudyante nila yung mga needs, yung proper needs ng isang estudyante. So, yung mga pinag-aaralan ng students na may mga disabilities, let's say may mga dyslexia, may mga ADHD, so, yung pag natuturuan nila yan sila ng lesson, na kahit konting lesson lang, is considered na yan siya na victory nakukonsider na yan siya na victory kasi mahirap turuan yung mga students na may mga disabilities. So may mga students naman na may mga disabilities na magagaling naman, pero sa karamihan naman is may mga estudyante mahirap talagang turuan, especially yung mga estudyanteng may mga disabilities kasi mahirap yan silang turuan. And then when you are able to teach them at na-understand nila yung tinuturo mo, considered yan siya as a victory kasi natutunan nila kung ano yung itinuro mo. So, being a good teacher and an experienced teacher is very important sa mga estudyante na may mga disabilities kasi as a good teacher, nabibigay mo sa kanila kung ano yung yung mga special education teacher is required to be licensed as such, more certification, better job option nga naman. So this gives advantages sa mga teachers. Kapag this extra certification kasi can result in professional advantages, meaning pag mas marami yung mga certificate na nakukuha mo o natatanggap mo, more na you have more certifications na natatanggap or nakukuha, mas better yung job options na mahahanap mo. Though yung certification is take more time and cost more money siya for someone na already na siya na teacher, already a teacher, pero yung certification na yun is nakaka-result yan siya ng professional advantages. So, mas marami yung job options na mapipili mo if you have more certification or a certificate. So, number 3 is we have the job availability. So, beyond having many job options as a teacher in standard classes, those with special education certification will almost always find job opening in school. So, because there are not many teacher na gustong magturo sa mga special education. So this is because yung special education or yung SPED education is they are handling students na nasa emotional and behavioral problems na so maraming teacher ang ayaw magturo sa SPED education because of the difficulty of the behavioral and emotional problem of the student. So mahirap din yan siya i-handle when you are not fully an experienced teacher. So yung mga certified na enthusiastic and special education teacher is they can expect stable and increasing job prospects in the United States pag mas ma-experience sila and mas alam nila kung paano i-handle yung mga students with behavioral and emotional problems or learning students with disabilities. Number 4 is we have the job of teaching, the joy of teaching. So as we know, special education teacher often have a tougher job than most. So this is because the special education teacher, they are handling a behavior of the students, emotional problems of the students. They are handling that. Yung mga normal classes na yung mga normal students or yung mga teacher na hindi SPED teachers is they are handling students na walang mga emotional or behavioral problems. Pero yung mga SPED teachers is yung hinahandle nila is mismo na yung emotional and behavioral problems ng students. So it's sobra talagang mahirap i-handle yung mga students na may mga behavioral or emotional problems. So yung mga estudyante na to, kapag naturuan yan sila ng lesson, is considered a victory kasi sobrang hirap magturo sa SPED education if you are not an experienced teacher, or hindi mo alam kung paano mag-strategize or mag-isip ng way kung paano gawin ang isang lesson or activities kung saan mas mai-engage yung mga estudyante. So because of these students na may mga learning disabilities, emotional or behavioral problems is yung skills ng teacher is nahuhone yan siya. So yung mga qualities ng teacher as time pass by is mas nagiging improve siya, nahuhone siya yung mga qualities or skills ng teacher kasi as time pass by, alam na nila kung ano yung ginagawa nila, ano yung strategies na gagawin nila, ano yung mga way na gagawin nila sa pagtuturo ng isang lesson, ano yung imo-modify nila. So special education teacher makes way for an improvement make way kung paano ma-hone yung skill ng isang SPED teacher. So shorter work days. So number 5 is we have shorter work days. So yung SPED education school days are shorter shorter than the average school day. So as there is more flexible curriculum than and fewer classroom requirements. So as we know, alam naman natin na kung saan mas magaling ang isang estudyante, doon natin, yun yung ituturo natin sa kanila or doon natin sila ipo-focus. So, yung needs ng isang estudyante is yun yung ibibigay natin sa kanila. So, this makes it more na konti lang yung curriculum na nabibilog sa SPED education. So, shorter school days lang yung meron sa mga teacher is because shorter lang yung school days ng SPED education is yung mga SPED teachers is nagkakaroon sila ng mas mahabang free time kaysa sa mga regular or normal na mga teacher na normal or hindi mga teacher na hindi nagti-teach sa special education. So, kapag nasa ibang bansa si teacher and then si SPED teacher and kapag nasa ibang bansa si SPED teacher is pwede pa yan siyang mag-apply ng part-time job or pwede siya mag-apply ng part-time job or maghanap ng part-time job or full-time job while na nagtuturo rin siya as a SPED teachers. Kasi shorter lang yung school days nila and yung curriculum nila and fewer class requirements lang. So, if si SPED teacher is gusto niyang magtrabaho ng ibang trabaho, like sa mga like gusto niya magka-income is pwede siyang magtrabaho kasi pwede siyang magtrabaho ng full-time or part-time job kasi konti lang naman yung school days ng SPED education. Pero dahil shorter lang yung school days ng special education, this gives free time sa mga teacher na gives them free time and focus and they can be more focused in their day-to-day roles working along with students with special needs. So I think that's all. Thank you for listening and goodbye. Bye.